And I can't believe I forgot this when filming the video. We finally beat Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was undefeated against us in his career when playing us. If it was in Philly, if it was in Brooklyn, so F Ben Simmons. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And this feels so damn good. This feels good. This is the first time on my channel I get to talk about a New York Knicks win versus the Brooklyn Nets, because we have not beaten the Brooklyn Nets since RJ's rookie year. It's been that long. It's been that long since we've beaten the Brooklyn Nets, because think about it. Yeah, we got a W against them when we're playing Brooklyn, RJ's rookie year, but the second year when we made it to the playoffs, we didn't beat Brooklyn at all. We got swept by them. We got swept by them last year, and obviously we lost, I believe, a couple, and then we finally win versus the Brooklyn Nets. And I just feel like we just had so much weight on our back when it came to playing Brooklyn, because I don't want to hear it's just Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving. No, we just didn't show up. I remember last season when Kevin Durant wasn't playing, Ben Simmons wasn't playing, Kyrie Irving, like their main guys were out. This is even when they had James Harden before they traded away James Harden. We were up 20 at Madison Square Garden. You know, everyone's cooking, but then we just fold. Cam Thomas, remember the big time shot. I just felt they were the better coach team during the time, or maybe not the better coach team, but they executed better, and they were just the better team that night. It just seemed like every time we played Brooklyn, we would play uptight, and they would always bring their A game, and we would always fold, or we wouldn't play consistent 4 quarters of basketball. And I don't remember the last time we had this commanding of a victory. It's been a very long time. I understand they don't have Kevin Durant anymore. I understand they don't have Kyrie Irving anymore, but they still have quality pieces. The other night, they beat the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls haven't been a very successful team, but Zach LaVine's still on that roster, one of the most talented players in basketball, DeRozan as well. And then they went down to the wire versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Dinwiddie's shot didn't count at the end. That could have potentially went to overtime, but it was awesome to see the Knicks just mop the floor with them in the second half and just took over that second half. It was just such an awesome feeling. It's just always a close game when, like, in general this season, we always make things tough, and the Knicks did still make things tough, at least when it came to that first half, a little bit of that third quarter. Brunson freaking cooked. Brunson, at this point, this dude's underpaid. He is unbelievable. He had 40 points, should have had 44. He missed some free throws, but he was efficient from the outside. Mid-range, just that teardrop floater. He broke Deron Sharp's ankles, a center from a big man from North Carolina a couple years that came out of the draft. Made him touch the floor, mid-range, pop, right in your eye. This dude was just so freaking brilliant. His footwork is off the charts. He's fun to watch. He's producing. He's helping us win games. It's not just like he's dropping points or scoring a bunch of points and it's not resulting in winning basketball. No, this dude is mentally tough. He is not afraid. And he was just extremely efficient. And I thought he had some nice moments defensively, but of course he's going to get taken advantage of sometimes because of his size. So there's going to be some trading buckets definitely involved when it comes to his height. Him only being 6'1", you could say does look kind of smaller out there compared to the other players. But yeah, if he made his free throws, he would have 44 points tonight. And we needed him to have a big time game because RJ Barrett struggled. 4 points? Like, really? It's just so disappointing. Those 4 points did come at the beginning of the third quarter, so they're maybe kind of pivotal points, like to really set the tone in that third quarter, because we took over in that second half. He had a nice transition bucket. I believe that another shot that was nice over Finney Smith, a little push shot. But I thought he had nice moments defensively, like in the inside or like the perimeter, but he just gets blown by a lot. And does he not? I don't know if this team watches film or RJ doesn't watch film. When there's like personnel, he goes under screens against teams like you shouldn't go under screens against. I don't know. RJ was frustrating tonight, but we needed Brunson to have a big time performance. We needed a big time performance off the bench from players. And freaking, I thought Isaiah Hartenstein, especially in that fourth quarter, had good hands defensively. I thought he was scrappy, fighting for boards, and especially on the offensive glass. Brunson made that very nice read when he threw it up to Hartenstein for the dunk. Josh Hart, oh my, this dude is freaking unbelievable. Josh Hart was amazing. He was splashing threes in the fourth quarter when it was kind of like garbage time, just pouring it on. It was awesome. But if it wasn't for Josh Hart, like, maybe we don't win this game as well, because there was a moment in that second half, I believe it was that third quarter, the Nets are going on a little bit of a run. It looks like the Knicks are going to take over. We're up 12. RJ has a turnover. And then I believe it's Claxton that's able to have this and one in the paint. They're able to get a bucket in transition or in the inside with a big man, because we kind of struggled when it came to guards getting into the paint and Nicholas Claxton getting some buckets in there. And we struggled to defend the three-point line, especially in the first half. But yeah, we had back-to-back turnovers. They were able to cut it to like an 8-point game or 6-point game. But then Josh Hart has this amazing steal, which I thought really set the tone for the second half. Like, no, this is our game, and we've been needing those types of plays from a player. And Josh Hart's been that guy, especially in the past game versus Utah, that the Jazz look to outlet pass it down the floor, try to push into transition, and Josh Hart reads this like he's Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets. Like, he's a defensive back. Just comes up with this huge steal. He takes it coast to coast, drives all the way. He had a couple coast to coast finishes in this game, but yeah, he was splashing threes. He had ridiculous and ones. There was a loose ball I remember he came up with in the second half, and then was able to crazily finish it. He had a couple crazy and ones. He got timely buckets in this game, and when he came in, he was playmaking as well. He made a very nice read, finding Hartenstein. He had a very nice cut back to where Hartenstein found him for a bucket. He had 27 points in this basketball game. This dude is unbelievable on defense, scrappy, getting rebounds, pass the ball. He did freaking everything. He's not this crazy gifted player, but he's going to give it his all. And that's what you want from players, especially when you're a New York Knicks fan. Quickly comes off the bench. He scores the heck out of the ball. Thought he competed hard defensively. And when he was matched up on Dinwiddie or Josh Hart on Dinwiddie in the second half, we really contained him. Yes, he still got buckets, but he had 20 points in that first half. Probably still finished with damn near 30. He just loves cooking us. He takes it personal whenever he plays us, but now that he's in Brooklyn, he's going to take it personal again. But he was definitely one of the main reasons they were in the game when we would go on a little bit of a run. We would leave guys open from three. I remember we left Finney Smith open a few times, but we weren't able to contain Dinwiddie going to the paint. We couldn't contain Nicholas Claxton at times. So I'm like, if we're able to consistently get stops and contain the three-point line better, then the New York Knicks will be in good shape. But yeah, credit to Dinwiddie. He was unbelievable. Drawing fouls. He had a couple ridiculous threes. Like, he had some momentum changing shots. They're actually up 3 when it came to the half, and we were leading most of that first half as well. Julius Randle, I thought he played scrappy. I thought he played hard. He didn't have this crazy efficient game. He had some low IQ moments, and I'm like, all right, why are we over dribbling? You could say that for some players of this team, but he also had some very nice passes when it came to facilitating the offense, making some really nice reads as well in the second half. The New York Knicks just came to play defensively in the second half. They're scrappy, they're executing the offense, and I was just happy with it. Grimes, he didn't have some crazy statistical game, but I thought he played mentally tough and very hard. Defensively, he hit a 3 to, I believe, tie the game in the third quarter very early on, but it was an awesome game to watch. Jericho Sims definitely did struggle. I didn't think Sims necessarily played the best of game. We allowed some offensive rebounds at times for sure. We got to be better when it comes to glass, and I'm hoping Mitchell Robinson watches a lot of film because he's this beast of an offensive rebounder, and he was getting better on the defensive glass when he was playing before he got hurt. But defensive glass is huge. We get offensive rebounds, but we need defensive rebounds as well. But we just took over in the second half. We really did. I thought we did a good job on Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges didn't have this crazy game from the outside, and he never really got to a consistent rhythm. But we needed the bench to step up. We needed Brunson to step up. Randall did his thing, hit some difficult shots. He was kind of up and down, especially when RJ has 4 points and you're not expecting a huge offensive punch from Grimes. You need an overall great team effort, and this team really stepped up in the second hour. They played mentally tough. They played tough defensively. And I'm pleased with the effort and the execution by the New York Knicks. And this Nets team, though, I think is still going to be very competitive defensively. It's just like the consistency offensively, because Finney Smith's a damn good defender. Mikal Bridges is a damn good defender. And I love that Brunson was just going at Mikal Bridges, because Brunson used to play at Villanova with Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart as well, like those teammates. And obviously we had Ryan on the roster, but he had a beautiful play that he went right at Mikal Bridges and had the and one. He went right at Finney Smith, was able to get by him and have that teardrop floater. Like, it's not a fluke the way this dude gets buckets. His footwork is just off the charts. It's unbelievable. Because when you're a smaller player, because he's 6'1" now, so he's probably smaller when it came to middle school, or maybe his growth spurt went by like really fast. When you're a smaller player and you're a guard and you're not crazy athletic, you need to be as skilled as possible. And this dude is just extremely skilled. Hit momentum shot after momentum shot when it looked like the Nets were starting to go on a run, because they went on their runs. They really did. But when it mattered most in the second half. I really think Josh Hart coming up with that steal set the tone, of him playing that ball like it was like he was a defensive back, taking it coast to coast. Josh Hart plays with so much heart, and Hartenstein played with heart. Let me know down below your thoughts on this win. Happy about it. We play the Atlanta Hawks next. We're one game over 500 at home, which is an awesome feeling. The Miami Heat lost, so that's huge. And the Hawks just allowed over 140 points versus Charlotte Hornets. So it's gonna be interesting. But I do think we have to do a better job containing the 3-point line. And RJ needs to step up like he does. He just needs to be better. We need overall more offensive consistency, because imagine what this game would have looked like if maybe RJ stepped up as well. Like maybe we wouldn't have had those up and down struggles in the first half. But once we made adjustments, Dinwiddie started playing him more physical, and it's huge that we played Mikal Bridges pretty tough as well. Didn't let Joe Harris get into a rhythm. I thought that was a key thing as well. No Seth Curry as well. So let me know down below your thoughts on this win. I'm happy. Peace out, y'all.